everybody, and welcome to Person County Senior Center's YouTube page. Today I am doing a recipe for a tomato pie since it is tomato season and a bunch of us have those coming in fresh off our garden. So for this recipe you will of course need tomatoes. I have some smaller ones here. Medium ones are going to work best for this recipe. Eggs. Pie crust. You need a 9-inch pie crust, frozen or pre-made or homemade. I have cheddar cheese here. You need about 8 ounces of cheddar cheese, shredded sharp cheddar per pie. And then I have mayo and salt and pepper, some parsley and green onions to add some color and flavor to our dish. First steps first, we are going to cut our tomatoes and then de-seed them. Okay, so like I said, we are going to cut our tomatoes. We're just gonna cut them into about a 1/4 inch thick slices. And the most important part of this is we want to get all of those seeds out of the center of our tomato. And you just do that by cutting it and taking all that goop and sliding it right into a little bowl, your little trash bowl. Then I'm taking each slice of tomato and putting it into a bowl that's lined with paper towels so that I can get the rest of the moisture off. The reason why we're trying to get all the moisture out of our tomatoes is to prevent a soggy bottom on our pie crust. Everyone has probably had the unfortunate incident where they either made the pie themselves or someone else did, and the bottom of the crust was soggy and gooey and not flaky and crispy like we like. So that is why we're taking all the goop out of our tomatoes, putting them on a paper towel, and then we're also gonna salt them after I get them all cut to just draw out the rest of that remaining moisture. All right, so I'll see you back after I'm done cutting the tomatoes. Okay, so while I was off camera, like I said, I got all the tomato goo and seeds out of the tomatoes, salted them, I've patted them dry with a paper towel, and now I'm just letting them sit, still with the salt, to draw out the rest of that moisture. While my tomatoes have been sitting, I went ahead and chopped my green onions and my parsley. And then now I'm going to get started on the filling. So for the filling, it is 1/2 cup of mayo. Use whatever your favorite mayo is. Then I have 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. That is gonna be our binder for this filling. Then it's pretty easy from there. You do 1 whole 8-ounce package of shredded sharp cheddar. Just the whole package. Then you're going to do about 2 tablespoons of fresh herbs. For my fresh herbs, I chose parsley. You could do parsley and dill, basil, whatever you have available for your garden, from your garden or from your grocery store. Then I'm gonna do about 3 green onions. Then we simply mix, and that is our filling. Oh, we're gonna add a little black pepper in there too, just to balance out all that salt we've already put on the tomatoes. And that's our filling. I'll see you back when I'm with the pie crust. Now we are on to the final step before we put in the oven. I have my tomatoes here. I'm gonna give them a nice little pat again, get some of that moisture off. Then I am just going to line the bottom of my pie shell with those tomatoes, just a single layer. Once I get this layer on, then my next step will be to put 1/3 of this filling mixture. So we're working in 3 layers. All right, That's about 1/3. And this tomato pie is gonna sort of taste like a tomato sandwich on a summer day with a little bit of cheese and a little something extra, but that's the flavor profile we're going for here with the tomatoes, the mayo, the salt, the pepper, and then the cheese and the herbs and all that good stuff too. So again, I'm going to put 1/3 of this mixture onto my pie crust. Try to make sure you get it evenly. You know, tomatoes aren't perfectly uniform, so you're gonna have to make some slices fit. You might have to do a little experiment, a little cutting, a little surgery, but it'll be okay. All right, then that final layer of the filling. Just gonna kind of ladle this on, spread it over all those tomato slices. And this pie is ready for the oven. So I've got my oven set on 425. I'm gonna do it on 425 for 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna take it out, cover my crust with a little crown, just to protect the crust from getting too brown, and then cook it some more on 375 for about 20 minutes. So I will see y'all when this is done. All right, you guys, I finished cooking that pie, and this is our beautiful result. You just want to cook it until there is no wiggle, no wobble, and it is nice and firm. And that, you guys, was tomato pie. I hope you come through and see us at the Senior Center, and hopefully try this recipe on your own. All right, bye-bye.